Hi everybody, this is Caitlin Springer from the Florida Orchestra, and I'd like to go through the shifting practice page from Phase 1 packet, the technique packet. So the idea behind shifting is pretty simple. You're moving from one place on the fingerboard to another place, right? So you have to shift your whole hand into a new position. So what that looks like is exactly what you see here, what you would imagine. What's difficult in real life is getting the thumb on board, getting that whole hand to actually move without squeezing, because if you squeeze, you can't really move your hand. So the first thing I want to do is just make sure that our thumb is on board. Our thumb is on board our ship. Our hand is our ship, right? So let's go and let's walk up a little bit. And I just want to kind of plop our hand in different places on the fingerboard like this. Thumb included. So I'm just tapping my whole hand like this. I want you to get used to the release feeling about this exercise. So we're releasing our fingers a lot, right? Now I want you to think about that as we go from place to place. We're going to release our fingers a little bit. This is what it's going to look like in real life. A little bit of a release. And our thumb is always with us. So this exercise, we're climbing up the A string, right? We go A, B, C sharp, D, and then we replace our third finger D with our first finger. So let's just go through that a little bit and we'll see how the technique works. Now I have my elbow in a little bit and I've got a straight wrist, because if I have a pancake wrist, guess what? I can't shift at all. So this is why we have good form when we practice this. So let's just start on A, B, C sharp, and D. Alright, now in our example, we replace our third finger with our first finger. Same note, different finger. So what I've done is I've shifted my positioning from this normal positioning, first position, and now I'm replacing my third finger with my first finger. So now I'm going into third position. So try that a couple times, just going from this D, kind of release a little bit, glide your hand up into the new position. Make sure your thumb is with you. Let's go back just a couple times. Takes a couple times to practice. So you can do that as many times as you want. And you can always check it with your open D as well. Is that an octave that you want to hear? Then it's good, right? Alright, so now if we keep looking at the exercise, we are on our first finger is on the D, right? And then we play E, whole step E, whole step F sharp here, half step on the G, back down, F sharp, E, and D. Now, did you notice what my fingers and what my hand did as I was going up the scale? They stayed. So my hand frame is still exactly the same as it would be if I was in first position. I'm not moving. My fingers aren't going crazy in the air like this. I'm not coming out at all. Everything is just staying put. Same hand frame, same hand shape I would have if I was in first position. Alright, so now the ending of that first exercise there, we replace back. So first finger, now we replace it again with our third finger on the D. You could always check it with the open D if you want to check it out. Alright, so that's the idea there. Now we could apply that to a 2-octave G major scale. So I'm just gonna fast forward right here. Alright, so now what we're going to do, let's see where I have a shift. So I have a shift on the A string. Good. So this is the 2nd octave, this is the G on D string. G, A, B. Now this is a C natural because we're G major, right? And now, instead of playing the D with our 3rd finger, we're just going to preemptively replace it with our 1st finger. E, whole step, F sharp, whole step. Notice my fingers are staying a little close here. Yep, they're not going anywhere, just hanging out. And 4th finger, low 4 here. And from there, I could go back to 2nd position, low 2. So that's just a little introduction to how shifting works and a couple things to look out for. It's kind of a complicated technique. There's a lot of things to think about and to look out for, but that's just kind of covers the basics. I hope that helps, and we will do more on shifting later. This is just kind of probably a first video of several. Alright guys, thank you for your patience with shifting, and have a great day.